Hello, everybody. Welcome back to DSPN. We have Cam Boyer here today, first-time guest.
Thank you for having me on today, Donovan. I am hyped.
We do not have Mason. He's skiing right now, so instead we have him.
Yes.
So we'll start with Tampa Bay beat Carolina 16-14 for our NFL recap, which would have meant something had the Saints had the Saints actually won against the Falcons, but they did not.
It was incredibly close to meaning something.
It was this close to actually meaning something, but instead the Carolina Panthers are going to make the NFL playoffs.
Dude, that's next level.
Who else would? No one last year thought the Carolina Panthers would have won anything, let alone over 4 games.
Team full of rookies and no real solid O-line. Nope.
And their quarterback looks to be a real deal too. Bryce Young actually looked like a good quarterback.
Best Panthers QB since Cam Newton, dare I say.
In the words of Cam Newton, you're playing like a bum.
You're playing like a bum.
I love that Cam Newton clip. The Seattle Seahawks beat the 49ers 13-3. I'm pretty sure Seattle didn't have any of their starters playing either.
And that was probably the best defensive performance I've seen from a team all year. And the Niners were they had everybody, so except for defense.
I really am intrigued to see how well Seattle does in the playoffs. Houston beat Indiana 38-30. I don't know if I doubt that game even mattered.
No, because the Colts are
out, and I think Texans
are
were locked in anyway.
Yep.
Did they play their starters?
That's a good question. I was not closely watching the game. I do believe they did though, because I remember Woody Marks was out there at least.
And I think I saw C.J. Stroud at least at the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure they played all.
They were trying to win. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think seeding. I think it maybe mattered for seeding.
Yeah, that might have given them. They will play the Steelers in the first round, who I'm assuming they will beat because the Steelers will win They'll go to the wild card and they will lose.
Just like every year.
Every single year.
Tomlin's cruising to a nice 9-8 and losing the wild card.
Every year, the Steelers somehow figure out a way to not go anywhere out of the wild card.
Just crumble.
It's like asking that 8 ball, will the Steelers make the division round? As I see it, no. Every single year.
Highly unlikely.
Cleveland went up against Cincinnati and won 20-18.
That was a shocker for me, honestly. I'm not gonna lie.
Shedeur Sanders is actually looking good. I'm not gonna say I'm on the Shedeur hype train yet.
But we can't use 2 Cleveland defensive touchdowns for that to be the game where we're like
true.
Shedeur.
Also true.
That was great.
I will say Shedeur has definitely been proving me wrong at the moment. I said he was going to be a bust. But
best Browns quarterback I've seen in a while again. Yeah.
Since
Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, probably since Baker.
I would say so. Yeah.
And the reason that team sucked wasn't even his fault at all.
It was everything else. He was actually the star. Yeah.
He did have 2 decent options to throw the ball to, but they were both old.
Beckham and Landry.
Yeah.
Was that? Oh yeah.
Beckham and Landry were there, but they were both tail ends of their careers.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not even gonna go over what Odell said a couple of weeks ago, where it's hard to live off of $100 million.
Just completely out of touch guy. I mean, he's lost.
And I have
CTE got to him.
Atlanta beat New Orleans 19-17. I think that's got to be the only game in NFL history where the 2 teams that were eliminated in their division were the reasons that the one team went through.
Yeah.
Could you imagine having to root for your rival?
Dude,
imagine having to root for the Cowboys.
Please, guys, please. No, see, the Birds would never get into that position.
But imagine if they did.
I hope
we had to root against
there isn't a situation where you can get me to be like, go Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like the fact that I even just said that is never.
Also, fellow Eagles fans, so we still have our Eagles bias from that we don't have for Mason. But
still 2 Birds fans here.
Still 2 Eagles fans. I have the hat on.
Keep it solid.
Minnesota beat Green Bay 16-3. Man, J.J. McCarthy's gone downhill the last half of this season.
He's looked like a joke.
They won, but
he said that about his alter ego and
9.
He has arrived.
Get out of here, bro.
Despicable.
The face of mid right now. Las Vegas beat Kansas City 14-12. I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth.
The Chiefs are a laughing stock, and they still secured the first overall pick while doing that. So that's Couldn't be a better situation.
I will say they don't have Mahomes.
Yeah, but you're losing to the Raiders. I mean, only 3 people have managed to do that the whole year.
That's when you think about it like that, that's pretty awful. What's the closest? Like, I know there's been 0-16, but what's the next above that? Has there been a team to win 1 game?
Oh, I'm sure. Everything's happened at this point. It feels like it's been too many things. The Jets probably did that recently.
The Jets will be the next team to win no games. That's going to be my guess.
Let's see.
Washington beat Philly 24-17, but Philly didn't play any of their starters, and I'm pretty sure
Andrew Makuba.
I think Devontae Smith was the only starter.
Yeah.
That played the whole game.
Yeah, but then if you look at it like that, there's no starters because he's second string.
Yeah, good point. Good point. New England beat Miami 38-10.
Yeah. Just Miami. Just Miami. Yeah. Get rid of McDaniels. Let him go somewhere.
Detroit beat Chicago 19-18.
That one actually surprised me. I thought Chicago was just going to do what they've been doing to the Lions.
And did they play their starters?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were playing for. Well,
I think they were playing for the. I think they were playing for the division.
Though. I thought they had. Yeah.
They were playing for the division against Green Bay, I believe. So that will mean that Green Bay and the Bears will play each other in the playoffs.
That's tough.
We'll get to our predictions for that in a second.
Gotcha.
Denver goes against the Chargers 19-3. Chargers sat everybody. Denver played everybody. Denver secured the 1 seed with that game. No one surprised.
Nothing to say. Chargers suck.
Buffalo sat all their starters and still managed to beat the Jets 35-8.
Trubisky.
Which is a testament to how much the Jets suck.
The Bills ain't that good this year.
Well, yeah,
I don't think so.
There's a lot of people watching this that are going to heavily disagree with you. Do you want to expand on that take?
The Bills, if Josh Allen has a moment like he kind of did against the Eagles where he slips up from his greatness and grace, it's not going to be good in the playoffs. I think everyone knows that. He is Superman.
Yeah, his kryptonite is also green because that's the only team he hasn't beaten.
He hasn't beaten us. Hopefully we see him in the Super Bowl.
I can't wait.
Strongly doubt it, though.
I can't wait for Gavin to watch this episode and then get really angry at me.
Hey, happens.
Pittsburgh beat Baltimore 26-24 for the division. Did you see that video of Lamar Jackson after the game? He was angry. I have never seen
Tyler Loop, hide your wife, hide your kids. They ain't looking good.
So we'll go.
Baltimore's not a good city.
Yeah, and they just made a big change, and we'll go on to that now, I guess. John Harbaugh was fired today after 18 years.
I couldn't, but I could believe it, I guess, because it's been a minute from real success, but I don't think he's the problem, obviously.
I don't think he's the problem, but I'm really intrigued to see where Baltimore goes from here. I would think, that's an indicator to me that they plan to blow it up.
Well, or they really think that they should have won a lot more games, and they really like the guys they got. Because
Lamar was hurt for most of the season. Well, for the first 4 or 5 games of the season.
You missed Lamar a lot, and Derrick Henry wasn't himself for some of the games. So.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued to see what that organization does next. Do you have any guesses?
Man. There isn't really any intriguing head coach prospects other than him now that he's gone.
There is one. Notre Dame's head coach has had a lot of offers from the NFL.
But is he going to go from Notre? He is not leaving Notre Dame.
That's
people believe that
the talk that either he's going to that he's probably going to go to the NFL.
Freeman's a good coach, so I like that, but
I think that coach in
I don't think he'd leave Notre Dame.
I think a coach in Baltimore has to be an offensive-minded coach as well.
Oh yeah,
because having all those stars on your offense is a much easier thing to manage than that defense.
Yeah. Well, and then you say that, and it's you get a guy like Stefanski in there, and he immediately gets canned because the defense didn't look good. So
another guy who also got fired in the past 24 to 48 hours, which I think most of us saw coming. Here's a question. How on God's green earth is Zach Taylor still employed? How?
The talent he's had.
How is he still employed? There's no reason he should have a job right now. He was horrible. And that organization's falling apart right now, and yet somehow he still has a job. I can't explain why. They've been awful or mid for the past, since they got Burrow, pretty much.
Yeah, well,
Pretty much since the turn of the decade.
they had the Super Bowl year.
And that's kind of it.
They had a good playoff year. Other than that, I think maybe one.
I think they had one more,
and that's about
that
it.
They got out of the
playoff run. Yeah,
that they got out of the wild card. But I think ever since then, they either were first round exits, or they lost or they didn't even make the playoffs.
But Tulo's still got a job too. So
to be fair, I do think part of it is the fact that Joe Burrow cannot stay healthy for the entire season, or play well for the entire season
because of the O-line they have. So
yeah.
It's a big part.
Their O-line is awful, and they have
it has been the whole time.
And they have so much money wrapped up in everybody else to the point where they can't pay anyone.
Wide receiver, running back, quarterback. Everyone has money except for.
That's it. Like, they can't pay anybody, and they can't get themselves out of the situation unless they draft well.
I feel like McPherson's got to be one of their higher paid.
Yeah, the kicker might be higher paid too. So
yeah.
they might. So I would say they should be looking to trade people. Like, if they're gonna,
that's a team that needs to clean house.
They need to clean house, and they need to get draft picks fast. Yeah. So I would say try to see if you can get something with Vegas. Like, I don't know what package you're gonna have to do. Maybe you'll send T. Higgins there or something. But I think you got to package people and try to get that number 1 pick.
I think Higgins is definitely the route.
And I think that
too much money tied up.
And I think that Vegas is a dumb enough organization to do that. So we'll get on to our NFL playoff predictions. The Seahawks and the Broncos will both have first-round byes. We'll start with the Rams versus the Panthers. I don't see any other way than this going to the Rams.
Pretty bad for the Panthers.
Yeah, I don't see this going well for the Panthers. And as much as I want to see them make a run, I really just don't see it.
The only way the Panthers win is if it's a real sneak or a comeback or fluky, Rams game. That's the only
Someone
thing.
Gets hurt, Matt Stafford gets hurt. That's the only way.
Stafford or Puka or Kyron or whatever. Like
their entire team gets hurt.
But they have such a great defense. Yeah, that's my thing. I just
defense
can't see the Rams losing. Give me the Rams.
Well, I 100% agree with you on that. The Packers will play the Bears. This game is going to be a really close game.
Some people are not going to like what I'm about to say.
What is it? I'm going to go with the Bears.
I'm going with the Bears.
Yeah, I'm going with the Bears.
I'm sorry, Quinlan. I'm sorry, Ethan. If they see this, you're cooked.
I'm going with the Bears. I think that team is a very good, sneaky team. I would say they're my dark horse.
Yep.
At the moment.
As much as it hurts me to say, yeah.
But I don't think that as a dark horse, I don't see them beating. I see them maybe beating the Eagles. As much as I don't want to say it, I could see them beating the Eagles. I can't see them beating I could see them beating the Niners, but I can't really see them beating the Rams. I can't see the Bears beating the Rams.
I could see the Bears beating everyone but the Rams. Yeah, I agree with that.
I could see, as much as it pains me to say it as an Eagles fan, I could totally see the Eagles losing to them.
For sure. They get their revenge for that one year where, what was it, Parkey or whoever missed.
Cody Parkey with the double doink.
Yep. I still remember that.
The Bills will play the Jaguars. I don't see this.
Oh, man, the Jags are good this year, dude. And they have so many people hating on them. I love it.
I'd love to see the Jaguars win this game, but I think I'm going to give it to Buffalo.
I would go Buffalo. If we're doing like a spread, I'd go like -4. Like, give me Bills by a little bit. But the Jags are good. It'll be a close game.
I think that game's going to be much closer than everybody thinks.
Yes.
I think that Jacksonville offense is going to be able to just rip through that Bills defense, and I think the only reason the Bills are going to win that game is because that Josh Allen, again, is going to have to carry the team and score like 18 touchdowns and somehow figure out a way to win the game.
They're going to need that second half against the Eagles defense if they want to beat the Jags for sure.
And they're going to need to actually make the 2-point conversion.
Tough.
The Pats will play the Chargers, which the Pats were about to be the number 1 seed until the Denver Broncos won the game. I'm going to have to give this to the Pats. I didn't
even realize the Chargers made the playoffs, to be honest with you.
I'm going through this, and I really don't see a team that the Patriots can't beat out of all of the teams in the playoffs.
AFC?
Both teams. Like, both sides. Maybe the Seahawks I could see beating the Pats, but I don't, realistically, maybe the Broncos as well, but I don't see the Bills beating them again, because, especially if it's in Foxborough. I don't see the Jags are not going to win.
Could see
the Jags are not going to beat the Patriots.
Oh yeah, no.
The Chargers are not going to beat the Patriots.
Bears maybe.
The Bears maybe.
Chance.
Texans
could.
Texans could. Steelers definitely will not. Eagles.
It'd be close. It'd be close.
Close, but I'm going to give it to the Patriots.
Yeah, I'd be scared for us in the Super Bowl.
49ers, no. Packers, no.
No.
Panthers, no. Rams, maybe.
Yeah, Rams. Yeah.
So, next game, Texans versus the Steelers.
I gotta go Texans all the way.
It's not. I don't think.
Old man A-Rod gets smoked by Will Anderson.
On hot take, this game's not close. I think that the Texans win this game, honestly, by at least 14 points.
Yep.
I think
like
by
that.
at least 2 scores.
I'd say like 10, yeah.
2
10,
scores.
10 plus.
10 plus points. I see the Texans winning this game. I don't see it being. I could see it being from that to a complete blowout where they win like 37-4. Like,
yeah.
I could see that game getting out of hand really quick.
4?
That's 2 safeties.
2 Steelers safeties.
TJ Watt's going to be the only people.
That'd be elite.
TJ Watt's going to be the only person to score a point in that game.
Lore accurate Steelers. Yeah. He blocks 2 extra points and runs them back himself.
Yeah. Honestly, that would be the Steelers' luck.
No, 100%.
Days of our Steelers.
Oh my God.
And last but not least, the Eagles go against the 49ers in a game that, again, I think is going to be close.
Yeah, a little Freudian slip there for you. Heard that? That's Eagles beat the 49ers. Bye-bye.
Do you think it's going to be close? I think it'll be.
Oh, yeah, I think it will.
A close game. I think it's going to be.
Jalen Hurts doesn't just go Super Saiyan.
Our offense cannot score for anything at the moment.
Yeah.
We scored 17 points with our backups against the Washington Commanders, and the defense that is not very good from Buffalo. Like, I'll just say, Buffalo's defense is not very good. We put up 14 points.
And nothing in the second half.
And not a single point in the second half.
No, I don't even know if we got a passing yard.
And the 49ers defense is much better than both of those defenses.
Well, they got no linebackers, which is nice. All their linebackers are injured, which is nice for us.
But, like, their defense, actually, maybe Washington's defense might be better.
Yeah, it's hard telling, dude.
Their defense is definitely better than Buffalo's.
Bobby Swags.
Bobby Swagner.
Future Hall of Famer. One of 3 players that ever reached 2,000 tackles, according to some Instagram post I saw. Him, London Fletcher, and Ray Lewis. Shout out.
Speaking of more record breaking, thank you for the alley-oop here.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett broke the sack record over the week against the Eagles.
Dog.
I would have rather he'd done that against the Steelers, but that's okay. Actually, they didn't play the Eagles. What am I talking about?
Yeah, they didn't play the Eagles.
What am I talking about?
I was
against
thinking.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Why did I think he played for Washington? I don't know.
We don't know.
But Cincinnati, he broke it against Cincinnati, which is not really a shocker because Cincinnati's offensive line is absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
Good for him though.
Flacco. Is that who we got? Or was it Burrow? No, it was Burrow.
It was Burrow.
It was Burrow.
The one thing I think of every time I think of Myles Garrett still is him against Mason Rudolph.
Yes. The helmet swing.
The
Guy's
helmet.
a beast.
That was insane. Another thing that happened, this was when we finished recording on Monday for the last episode you guys saw with Josh and Mason, like will be in the description. Trayvon Diggs was waived like an hour after we ended recording, that was not a very good day for the Diggs household.
To say the least, yeah.
To say the least. But are you surprised?
By the accusations? Perhaps.
No.
By the release?
By the release.
Both. Yes.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Green Bay.
Immediately picked him up.
Yep. Diggs. So,
welcome back with Micah Parsons, sir.
Yeah. So that defense got a really good addition to it as well.
Maybe.
I don't
know if he's been good recently or not.
Listen,
I thought he was injured. He was bad.
Everybody's bad when they play for the Cowboys.
True. It's true.
And then, so we already talked about John Harbaugh being fired. So here are the following coaches that also got fired alongside of him. Stefanski, Gannon, Pete Carroll, and Matt Eberflus were all fired. Not surprised about Eberflus.
Or Carroll.
Or Pete Carroll. I'm surprised it was after only 1 year, though. Like, I thought they'd give him at least, 1 or 2, but...
I never understood why they even gave him a year. I was just like, meh.
Yeah, I think maybe because they were like, okay, this guy's won Super Bowls before, surely he can do it again.
Yeah.
But, no. And then...
Not with that roster.
Stefanski, not surprised.
Yeah.
Gannon? Are you a little surprised?
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like, my opinion on this is they have to go a different way with Kyler Murray because they had a connection, and you can't keep swapping out coaches with a quarterback like that. So
Kyler Murray really, it pains me to say this, but I really think he's probably gone.
Call of Duty merchant. Yeah,
Call
kind
of
of.
Duty merchant. He's gonna make a ton of money on streaming though.
Dude, or this is my opinion. He plays baseball. He's still got time. You don't need whatever. You don't need your brain. Whatever's left of it.
And then the Falcons coach was also fired, if I'm not mistaken, correct? I believe the Falcons. It was either the coach or the offensive coordinator that was fired.
Arthur.
I think Arthur was fired.
Yeah, I think so.
Arthur was fired as well. So again, another one. I wasn't surprised, but I was a little more. I guess I was a little surprised because I didn't think the Falcons weren't horrible this year.
No.
They weren't good.
No.
But they weren't like a team that's going to lose 27 games. But
yeah, that's not the best team, but it's not a surprising result to the year. It's about the same as they do every year, and they never get that much better. So.
Yeah. So what do you think is the next step for the Falcons? Or do you?
Nah, they're cooked.
Yeah.
They're low key
because drafting a quarterback,
wasted a draft pick on a recent quarterback, so now you make them feel bad with that, or you have Kirk Cousins who you spent a bunch of money on who sucks.
Bijan's wasting his career.
Bijan, they have the best running back talent.
He had a crazy game the other week with like 200 something.
Crazy year.
He had like 200 something yards and 2 touchdowns against.
Crazy year.
I think it was week 17.
Yep.
He had a crazy game on Monday Night Football, and it was overshadowed by the Falcons almost choking, which seems
as they do.
Which again seems to be a very much a recurring theme. And the Raiders will get the number 1 overall pick. Fernando.
That thing will go triple platinum with the Hispanics for sure.
And Geno Smith. Sorry, welcome to being a backup again.
Welcome to McDonald's Fry Cook.
Welcome to the street.
Yeah.
And then now onto our college football. We are down to our final 4 teams in the college football playoff.
I'm in disbelief.
Oregon will play Indiana. Who do you got? I
got Oregon, man.
You got Oregon?
It's just
I don't know if I could pick against Indiana.
Well,
man.
that's my exact.
I don't know.
My exact school of thought is
I really don't know if I can pick against Indiana at the moment.
I cannot see a team going undefeated. And my problem is they're not going to win this game and then lose the next one.
I don't know. I can't see any. I don't really know if I can pick against Indiana right now.
It is hard to pick against the Mendoza, but
like they're just going through people right now.
You got to give me the best, the most coked up coach in college football,
yeah,
baby.
Dude, he's out there on the sidelines like this.
Yeah,
he like when he was like about to get the trophy. For winning their bowl game, he like goes over there and is like, well, I guess I'll take it. Like he's like
Dan Lanning is the man, dude.
That's insane.
I think this is a battle of 2 great head coaches. I'll take Dan Lanning in Oregon to win.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he's from Nick Saban Street, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he was under Nick Saban Street.
Probably.
Which also
so many people were.
Which wouldn't be surprising, by the way, that he acts.
Yeah.
Because they act the exact same way. So I wouldn't be shocked if this guy ends up being the next big coach in college football.
Yeah.
The next game, Miami versus Ole Miss, which both a 10 and a 6 seed have made it to the Final Four.
But played against some weaker, higher seeds, apparently. I mean, Georgia was just not really cut for...
And neither was... and it seems like neither was Ohio State either, which makes me happy.
Which I did. I did, honestly. I can say that I thought Miami was going to win that game. And... I think Ohio State for a 2 seed was very weak, yeah.
They definitely had their flaws to them, for sure.
Yeah.
So, who are you picking in that game? I think I'm going to take Miami. I think I want to take Miami.
I'll have to go against you and go with Trinidad and that offense. That's amazing.
I don't know. Miami's put up some pretty good fights in these last couple of games, so I expect this to be a dogfight of a game. So, I think this will definitely be our game of the week this week. And for our hockey news, before we get on to our player game and bum of the week.
Heartbreaking hockey news.
The Sabres, their 11-game win streak has been snapped, which means that the DSPN curse continues, because every time me and Mason talk about something good, we curse the player.
Or the team.
So yeah, you know what this means for the Sabres, right? We're going to lose about 27 straight. We are not going to win until the All-Star break.
We should not have mentioned it.
It's going to happen.
Yeah.
We know it's going to happen.
It's
Buffalo fans know it's going to happen. It's the same misery you get every single year in Buffalo. It never changes.
You just get to hope for next year.
Yeah, you hope and pray for next year, but next year never. But
next
year doesn't come.
Next year, your dream of does not come.
Yeah, there's no hope in Buffalo. So now we're getting on to our player, game, and bum of the week. So, who is your player of the week?
Player of the week, man.
I already know who my bum of the week is. We just talked about him.
Who's your bum of the week?
The Sabres for losing the win streak.
Oh my god. Player of the
No,
week.
for real though, I do have a different bum of the week.
Player of the week might be Trayvon Diggs for going from the Cowboys to the Packers. My go. Shout out Trayvon. Not his brother. His brother might be one of the bums of the week, actually. No. One of the bums of the week.
Yeah, we should have given a bum of the we would have given a bum of the week last year, but as it was our last episode of the calendar year, we had to do player, game, and bum of the year, which I gave to our good old offensive coordinator in Philly, Kevin Patullo.
Shout out Patullo.
No, don't shout out Patullo. Reverse shout out.
Yeah,
shout down. My player of the week. There's a lot of good things, but I think I got to give it to Myles Garrett, breaking the sack record.
Yeah.
I don't think I think that's a pretty good choice. Now, your game of the week.
What's the best? I'll go Ole Miss and Georgia. I did thoroughly enjoy watching that game in its entirety and watching the refs try to bail Georgia out towards the end, but there you go.
I'm going to give my game of the week to Pittsburgh versus Baltimore.
Yeah.
That was a really good game. That was a great way to end the regular season in the NFL. So I thought that was a really good game. And last but not least, your bum of the week. The biggest bum in sports this week.
Biggest bum in sports this week.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, a lot.
I'm going to give it to the biggest bum of the NFL season, the Raiders. The number 1 overall pick, and they still somehow beat the Chiefs. I don't know how they do it, but they somehow figure out a way to make their fans sad every single week. They could have just lost, taken the L on the chin. It's like, oh, cool. Well, at least we have pretty much an undisputed first-round pick. Nope. How about we win?
Let's prove we could have beat the Chiefs or whoever the whole year.
Let's prove we could have won all season, but instead so we could just win. But instead, nope. We lost all but 3 games.
All right. I got a solid bum of the week. The Jets, for not only somehow they lost by 1 million and still lost the first overall pick. So,
yes, that is correct.
Yeah, they're cooked.
They lost the first round pick, and they lost to the backups of the Buffalo Bills
by 1 million.
Shout out to all the people that were at that game. There was a lot of them in where we are.
Warren MC08.
Yeah.
One shout out for me.
Warren was there. Gavin was there. Warren's been on here before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Warren's been here. Warren was there at the game. Gavin was there.
Well, DSPN alum shout out from a new man.
I don't know who all else was there, but there was a lot. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Cam, you want to plug anything?
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Amen.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.